The journey to the top of Timberwolf Mountain has begun. Maybe this time we won't spend 3 or more episodes cooking tea at the summit. Maybe. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So we've just entered the cave, which will take us nowhere, apparently. Oh yeah, forgot about this pathway. No, this cave will take us a little bit closer to the open-air cave, which you'll recall from the meta-series, if you were watching that, that was the major learning point for me, as far as, like, once you have left the open-air cave, where do you go from there if you are looking for what I was looking for, which is the deer clearing. That was the missing piece the last time I was on Timberwolf Mountain, and it's no longer missing. Oh, hey. Fire starting. That might be something we can read before we go too much higher. I don't really need a toque, so I'm going to do something maybe somewhat controversial and just leave that for now. I will go ahead and pick up coal when I see it, though. Because circumstances may demand a nice hot, lengthy fire. And sooner than later. Also, I kind of like the idea of having a hot fire going in the open-air cave, but then heading back down to the area basically known as the chasm, which is kind of backtracking from the entrance, or the cave exit we're heading for. And checking out some of the loot that might be available there. We will definitely have a wolf to visit there as well, at least one. I don't remember this route being so complex. I genuinely don't. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting this either.
Needs this anymore.
That is a very nice torch you have there. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and light that. Because I'd rather use this for light right now than my lantern fuel. And if this is a 100% conditioned torch, yes please. I will use that. Alright, so here's the exit. Hang on. I want to really have a sense that I've looked everywhere I can in here. Because this place was throwing me off a bit. Yeah, so I didn't go this way. Maybe there's just a dual route to the exit. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, we've got a couple pieces of coal, which, hey. The more pieces of coal, the merrier at this point. Alright, that is not a piece of coal. That is a rock. That is, in fact, a boulder. Yep, okay. It was just an alternate path to the exit. Path? And here we go. Alright, so stepping out this way, if we go down there, then that's the chasm. Also, I didn't realize what time of day it was. It's actually getting quite late. So I might be able to do some reading and then just sleep, if I can get a nice long fire going. There's usually a good amount of fire starting supplies in the cave, even on lower loot tables, or less plentiful loot tables. And of course we have this prop deer here, which honestly I might as well go ahead and harvest this meat right now. Only going to take me 11 minutes. My torch will last that amount of time. Going to be kind of cold. Oh, it's actually getting colder. And there goes my torch. Well, my torch didn't actually go out in terms of losing fuel completely, but the wind decided to blow it out a little bit early, or rather a lot early. That's a nice find. We'll probably find a fair amount of lantern fuel up on the summit, or near the summit, or just somewhere in this zone. That's likely, I think. But it's still a nice find. Okay, yeah. Lots of wood in here, as per usual. This is great. We are going to be just fine. Let's go ahead and pick up a few things. Here's another 100% torch. Heck yes. Another fire starting manual and a Summit soda. Hey, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I guess I'll just use that. Just start one of the fire logs. Well, it's not a fire log, it's cedar firewood.
One little fire.
We should be pretty close to fire starting 5, actually, now that I think about it. I haven't looked at the just raw skills list in a bit. I've been going straight in to look at different skill sets, you know, to see what kind of upgrades I might be getting. Okay, let's go ahead and dump some coal onto this fire. There we go. Now it's going to be nice and warm. And before I go anywhere, there's 2 things I need to do. First of all, oh, thank God, I can drop stuff again. So glad they fixed that, as are the rest of us.
Oh, I'm starving.
Okay, now I do have to wait until this finishes cooking, but that's fine. That meat actually came at a good time. This will tide us over for the next day. Because aside from the Summit soda, which I'll go ahead and drink now, we have nothing. But we'll get a nice caloric boost from this. So let's take a look at our skills. Okay, a little bit farther away than I thought. We still have a lot of fishing skill to be gained. If we're even going to spend a lot of time fishing, which I would like to do now that it's part of the upgrades we've been receiving lately to the core game through Tales from the Far Territory. Yeah, let's just pass time on this. Eat that. 15 minutes until that's ready. And nice, 1,000 calories. So we were able to eat all of it, which is great. And now I think what I want to do is, do I want to read half of one of the books or all of the book? Because I have 2 books now to read. They're not going to give me a ton of experience. But let's go ahead and read a little bit over half. And now I can definitely sleep by this fire after I put some coal down. The really nice thing about this particular fire spot is that it is truly completely protected from the wind. So you can't have, you know, a storm come in and mess with you when you least expect it. Okay. Starting to run a little bit light on water, but I kind of want to keep it that way because we have a lot of climbing to do. Okay, so now I need to sleep for about 9 hours.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
All right, plenty warm right here. Let's go ahead and sleep for 9. And there we go. Woke up fully rested. It appears to be morning. We still have 6 hours on the fire. That is glorious. Let's go ahead and drink some water and maybe pay a visit to that wolf. I do still have that can opener on me that I picked up again recently. Oh yeah, and I have this, you know what? That's easy encumbrance loss right there. Okay. Let's just... There we go. That's one way to lose a little bit of the encumbrance. We're still not... Believe it or not, we're not 100% life. We're missing like 1%. Which is hilarious to me. Okay. Did I pick everything else up over here? Yes, I did. Right. Take torch. It's pretty early in the day. You know what? Hang on. Coinciding with what I just said, it's pretty freaking early in the day. So since it's early, I'm going to take this torch with me. And I'm going to just go in as warm as I can. So I drink that warm rosehip tea. And now it's time to tango with the local wildlife. god. Look at how fast the temperature gauge is still going down. Despite the fact that I drank tea and I'm carrying a torch. Welcome to Timberwolf Mountain. But it was also this cold. It feels like it's been this cold virtually every zone we've been in for the past little while. Okay. Where are you? I know you're here because you just howled. But where specifically are you? And is there more than one? I think there might just be one down here. Are you freaking serious? I am crouched and moving slowly, and you're still going to sprain me right now. That's incredibly rude, game. Why would you do that? Okay. No. Don't need to use that. Painkillers. Okay. Now, if we really want to loot these containers in peace, we can't just fire off a revolver shot and take care of this wolf. We've got to actually kill the wolf. So, hang on. Alright, so as of right now, I have eyes on one wolf. Just one. But I hear two. Alright, this should be a pretty good vantage point. Alright. Whew. A little bit of a shake at the end there. Alright, so that should have given me my arrow back when I selected the carcass, but I don't know if it did. Alright. Let's grab you back, because you're a pretty nice torch. Oh, there's the arrow. And get a fire down. We might not have much time on this. We use the torch, stick. I might be able to grab some additional fuel. But yeah, I just want to have a kind of a warm spot nearby to work with, and hopefully the weather doesn't change too much in the next couple of moments. That way we can hang out here and do what we need to do without losing too much condition. Okay. Now I can put this away. And I can also go ahead and harvest this wolf meat. Let's go ahead and just do 2 steaks worth. I want to be careful with this because the weather really can change at any moment. And also, who knows, the other wolf that I was hearing might actually be nearby. So recall that I can eat wolf meat now, if you'd forgotten about that. That is definitely a thing. So I'm happy about that. Let's go ahead and get that cooking. It's going to take about 47 minutes till it's ready. And here we go. First loot from Timberwolf Mountain. Heck yes. Okay. We'll have to keep an eye on the hacksaw. We'll probably find another one that will help us get through all of the containers.
This will come in handy.
Don't need a dress shirt or a plaid shirt. Oh wow, that's not a lot. That's literally all that was in there. I can't remember the last time these containers were that meager, but that might just be an interloper thing. I don't need wool socks or worn jeans. All right, so I didn't pick up any of that. Okay, not much to write home about, unfortunately. Let me step back over here. I'm going to grab a few of these sticks just to toss them on the fire and get a little bit more warmth coaxed out of it. I'll go ahead and add another 5. I'll have to remember to get 5 more if I want to keep my 15. Okay, so this is going to be done in about 30 minutes. While those are cooking, let's look around a little bit more. I can also visit Chasm Cave while I'm down here. I just want to make sure there is not, in fact, another wolf. I don't think there is, but I was hearing 2, you know? And I don't want to just assume that was my imagination, or that there's not a second wolf down here. In my experience, there's only one at a time in this area. Okay, let's visit this container over here. I do see some stuff on the ground. That's a heavy hammer, which I don't need. All right. So the crate would take 39 minutes to break up. Let's go ahead and break that up. Oh, hello. Cold. Just reclaimed wood. And that should be the remaining amount of time on those steaks. So let's go back and get those and warm up by the fire for a moment.
Goddamn, freezing.
You'll be fine. And now for a glorious moment. The risk-free eating of wolf meat. It does take a chunk out of your thirst, though. Okay. So I don't have to worry about cooking the rest of the carcass, because I've got cooking 5, so it's like, you don't have to cook for technical reasons, we just cook what we need. And right now, my calorimeter is full. So the main thing I want to make sure I put down and get is, you know what? Let's try something a little bit different. Let's use the skillet for water, because it's bigger than a pan, but it's smaller than the cooking pot, or it's bigger than a can that I've opened. It seems to make a little bit more sense to me. All right, we're going to just pass some time until this is ready. We're going to drink that, and we should still have some left over when we're done. Oh, hello. All right, and there goes my fire. Let's head to Chasm Cave, and then we'll head back up. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Should have warmed up a tea before I left, but okay, so not a very exciting first cargo run, but there are more. I know where that honestly, that particular rope is one of the less, I mean, it's just a shortcut to the same place where the other path, the one that we were already on. Just a shortcut to where that takes us. All right, so here's Chasm Cave. And we know that this is where one of the memento caches is, so who knows what we'll find. There's another one elsewhere. Maybe we can do a little bit of mapping and use that to get our bearings. But we can also just use the fact that we have Chasm Cave on the map. You know? Like... Alright, so here we are. Deja vu. Nothing on that corpse. Don't need anything from the laptop right now. Oh good, there's some firewood. Oh wow, that's pretty disappointing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. Chasm Cave. Corpse. Is the survival cache outside of Chasm Cave? Is that what you're telling me, game? Because that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from you. No, I don't... I feel like it's supposed to be here. But it's definitely not. Okay. Alright. I'll look around the nearby area for it. It can't be far. Unless it's up above Chasm Cave, which would make no sense whatsoever. Is it maybe by this tree? Yeah, it could be up here. Let's grab a few more sticks to replace the ones that I burned. I'm carrying slightly fewer than I normally would. No. Okay, weird. What's happening here? No memento cache, and I really don't have time to just hang out and try and find it. Not behind this tree. That's so odd.
Gotta warm up somehow.
You'll be fine. You've got an amazing fire waiting for you back at a cave. So let's head back that way. And yeah, that's disappointing. I'll still look around for a bit, but I really don't. I don't see anything, and I also don't see where else it could be.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
For a second, all right, I saw that silhouette of whatever's sticking up out of the snow over there, and I was like, do not tell me another wolf is magically in this area, because that makes no sense. All right, let's get out of here before I lose too much more condition. Did I leave my bedroll down? I think I did. I think I left my... Nope, I've got it with me. Nice. So what we could do is stop in the cave and sleep for like an hour and recover some condition that way. I could totally keep going, but I would lose more health than I want to. So let's just step in here. It's midday, so we still have plenty of time. And the fire, God knows that fire still has plenty of time on it as well. Okay, so let's sleep for just an hour.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Bit of a light fog setting in. Like a transition between bright and sunny and foggy. I can't tell which way it's going. I think, yeah, it's getting foggier. Okay, well thankfully we still know where we're going. I might want to get a little bit more reading done. A lot of crow feathers. Although I don't even necessarily need to pick those up because I have plenty. I've actually dropped off excess crow feathers at certain locations. Because I have so frickin' many. I think the last place I did was Thompson's Crossing. Which is a good problem to have. And it's a problem that you have when you are actually picking up the feathers at every carcass that you encounter. What is that? Weird. Just a... Oh, okay. There's a stick, like, jutting up out of the snow. Weirdly positioned. So noted. Alright, there's our fire. We should still have plenty of time on it, and I will probably... I'm probably going to go ahead and we got 5 hours on this thing. Let's toss some coal. I might put... I'm not going to put the rest of my coal on that. I don't need to get rid of that much, but... Let's see, we have this reclaimed wood that I didn't use. At this point, I'm just thinking about... Okay, good. Not being encumbered. And I think I do still have a little bit of wolf meat on me, so I'm going to consume that before I do anything else. All 79 calories of it. And now let's heat up another tea. Actually, yeah, let's use the cooking skillet. This time we'll... You know, I haven't really looked at some of the benefits from these yet. Interesting. Oh, here we go. So that's what they were hinting at in the comments section. So one of the buffs, the ptarmigan pie, which we won't be able to make because right now ptarmigans are not spawning in custom difficulty, but the ptarmigan pie actually raises your max carry weight. Also rapid pie seems to as well, so that we can do. It probably raises it to a lesser extent, but that's fantastic. Also venison pie does that. What the heck? Okay, so we actually will be able to make something like that. Let's go ahead and cook or warm up this reishi tea. And let's head out. Still have a little bit more distance to go. I do kind of want to rest a little bit. Yeah, you know what? The next climb that I needed to take is actually not a small one. So at the risk of letting a storm roll in, yeah, we got plenty of time on this fire. Let's go ahead and sleep for like 2 hours. Recover just a touch of condition. Just a smidge. Okay, good. Still nice and foggy. No bad weather to report other than that. So the climbing rope that I was talking about is right over there. So this is where you end up if you climb that rope out of that first area where we just killed the wolf. All right, so there's some bunnies straight ahead. That's a good sign that we don't have to worry about any other sorts of wildlife. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I am good on sticks. I really don't need to pick up any at the moment. So we're approaching what was my previous decision point when I was attempting to reach the summit of Timberwolf Mountain during the meta series against all challenges. And much to the dismay and chagrin and shock and horror of everyone viewing, I got to this fork in the road and I looked that way and I looked this way. And I saw that dead end and that climbing spot, and I was like, oh no, that's not where I need to go. Why would that be where I need to go? No, it's exactly where I need to go. So that's what we're going to do. Also, please tell me I picked up my freaking... Yeah, okay. I'm a little bit more paranoid about my bedroll again now that I'm in the midst of this journey. Okay, so I might, on my way back down, have to take advantage of that prop deer, but for now, I'm going to go without it. I don't think I need to actually harvest that right now, and I wouldn't be able to take the meat to the top anyway. Plus, we're very likely to find live deer, if not another prop deer, at the top of this, in addition to a cave. All right, let's go. Okay, truth be told, it's not that tall of a climb. It just looks tall. You never want to attempt one of these on not a lot of rest, because even shorter climbs can be exhausting quickly. And the game does a very good job of building suspense, you know? And really making you regret climbing too, late in the day or when you have too little energy. It does a really good job with that. Okay, so there are 2 exits here. This one is a new cave, and I think I do want to poke my head in here because I want to remember which way this goes. I think this leads, if I'm not mistaken, I want to explore this really quick. There could be supplies in here. I've got enough calories to do a little bit of exploring. I want to remind myself where this goes. I believe this goes to the upper level of Ash Canyon. Which, to be honest, if that's correct, that would be amazing. And I may actually, when I'm on my way back down the mountain, I might just come this way. But I think there's also the possibility of some special loot in here. So I want to really take a look around and see if I can find anything fun. Yeah, this is the cave I was thinking. I remember this opening. So if I look through here, aha. This is exactly why I came in here. Even if this doesn't lead where I thought it was going to lead. Okay, so I think if I take a right here, this is going to bring me back to that spot I was just looking at through the wall. Maybe. No, just kidding. It is not. Oh, wait. Yep. Alright, so this could be a pretty big deal here, depending on if the game is generous with me. Or it could give me nothing. Oh my god. Nothing. Okay, well, this is a spot where a unique lantern variant can drop, but maybe it doesn't drop on Loper tables, or maybe I'm just unlucky. Or both. But, okay. Let's head back to the exit. Well. Oh, wait. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's more to be found. And maybe that's not the spot where it spawns. Okay. Hope renewed, because we got some painkillers there, and yeah, we'll keep looking around. I really think that spot where I just was is where the lantern typically appears, but I could be wrong. Alright, was it this way that I walked down? I've already gotten lost in this cave. Are you serious? Alright, so this is where I just was, I think. Yeah, it is. Alright, so... Okay, let me not lose my bearings this time. Because I don't have all the lantern fuel in the world, I should still be using some of my awesome torches. Okay, yeah. Let's take a left this way. And then take a right this way and see what else there is to find. Should be heading towards the exit here. But there may still be some good stuff in this cave. You never know. Who says it's just the lantern variant? After all of the latest updates, none of us are certain, especially with the loot table updates, what spawns where. And those very updates might be the reason that that rare variant was no longer there. Okay, so here's the exit. This is either Ash Canyon or Black Rock. Black Rock doesn't make sense based on where I am in the zone, so I think it's going to be Ash Canyon. I'm not going to actually go to Ash Canyon yet, but I want to know. Yep, Ash Canyon, upper level. Perfect. All right. So question answered. And also, we're at the 35-minute mark for this episode, so we'll use this save point as a stopping point as well for this episode. I will head back through the cave. We're going to go to the summit of Timberwolf Mountain next episode, assuming that the local wildlife allows that to happen in a reasonably efficient fashion, which is a massive assumption to make, and it might take 2 or 3 episodes, not just one. But that's the general direction in which we're going to head. I'd mentioned the wildlife, but the weather has to also permit us as well. We'll see. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.